Hey there YouTube, Kodandi here, having a walk in the forest. How I'm adapting to the Sannyas lifestyle because, like I'm out here on my own. I'm not at the Adinam, I'm not at any other ashram. I'm by myself, a solo sannyasi in California. And I remember, before I took sannyas, being in the Adinam, there are a lot of other sannyasis there. And so I learned a lot about what the lifestyle was like, what some of the requirements are like. And I remember thinking that there were a lot of difficult restrictions. Difficult in that they would be difficult to maintain in the outside world, that if you did not have a community that you were living in, supporting you, that was also built around the sannyas lifestyle, that it would be really difficult to live according to the sannyas lifestyle. But here I am, obviously no longer intimidated by such things, but I will say that it has been a process. The trail is closed. I might just go through anyway because, I don't know. It has been a process of adjusting and adapting and adopting these lifestyle aspects as I can. And, as soon as I kind of get on top of one thing and feel comfortable and secure in one aspect of the lifestyle, I start to see that there are other aspects of the lifestyle that I need to work on. And it has reached a point where I feel I really need to live in my car and just go out into the forest and live in nature. And so I've been preparing to do that. I've been talking to various people in my life about doing this. And so I'm going to start that up in a few days. And I'm already out here in a forest home. Things that I thought were like these difficult restrictions, I'm now really feeling that they are absolutely 100% necessary for my spiritual lifestyle and my spiritual growth and my spiritual well-being. And that the more I stay integrated to these various aspects of the sannyas lifestyle, to the various instructions that my guru has given for lifestyle, that the better I feel, the more my health recovers. And so I'm really committed and dedicated to making it happen. And if it means living in my car and going out and living in the forest, then that's exactly what I'm going to do, because clearly that's what I need to do for my own spiritual well-being in order to stay integrated to the guru and for my own personal health and well-being. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I don't know if I even... Do you want to know about some of the aspects of the sannyas lifestyle? I mean, there's kind of the one that a lot of people see when they're at the Adinam and around sannyasis is food. That we have specific dietary restrictions where, we need to be vegan, we need to avoid yeast and mushrooms, we need to avoid garlic and onion, and we need to drink filtered water, and we need to be eating food that is prepared only by other sannyasis and not eating food prepared by grihasthas and other types of outsiders. And so that one has been a challenge, let me tell you, but also you do what you can, and I do the best I can, and I feel it makes a huge difference when I'm eating food that I have prepared myself, even if it's a simple meal like hummus and tortillas with kale or something like that, versus eating a meal that was prepared in a restaurant. And I feel a huge, huge difference when I prepare food myself versus food prepared by someone else. Now, and kind of the main reason why I'm moving into my car is the living situation, that sannyasis are not supposed to share living space with grihastas. And when I first landed in California, I was staying with 2 single men, which is like not a good idea for a sannyasi, a female-bodied sannyasi. And then I was staying with some married couples, which, you know, was better than single men, but still really, I should not be sharing living space with married couples. I'm starting to contact some of my single female friends to see, you know, who might have space for me to be able to stay with them. But you know, I think living in my car is going to be ideal. And also keeping with the spiritual routine and being able to keep up with my spiritual practices and with the vows that I've taken. Like, a lot of people listen to TV and music and movies that are, you know, violent, that have violent content, that have sexual content, that have really, you know, unhealthy content. And you know, I've taken vows of brahmacharya, celibacy, ahimsa, nonviolence, aparigraha, living with minimal belongings. And so exposing myself to these types of media is not beneficial. And so I try to avoid that as much as I can. But if someone's, you know, listening to this music and it's, you know, or TV or whatever, it's like there's only so much I can do, you know, only so much I can take. And, you know, also living with people that eat meat, like, oh my God, it's so hard. I really, really should not be sharing a kitchen with meat, where meat is prepared. Like, that's just, I should really not be doing that. But like, I know so few vegans and vegetarians. Like, I just don't even know what to do. You know, being able to spend the morning doing my spiritual routine, being able to spend the morning doing yoga and watching satsang and not having other people around doing other things and stuff, and we gotta go and all this, you know, and then the dogs and then, you know, this and that and whatever. Like, I want to be able to have, you know, a proper spiritual routine, which I have really, really had to accommodate in my life. Like, I'm making it happen, but it is not ideal. And I want it to be ideal. So I'm going to be living in my car for a while. And I'm going to be driving. I know I will be driving first to Sacramento. And I will be in Sacramento for I don't know how long. Probably just a few days. You know, maybe 2-3 days, kind of depending on the business that I end up having there. And it's related to the 501c3 with building Kailasa in Oakland. I might have an opportunity to also build Kailasa in Sacramento, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how this turns out. Then after that, I want to head north to Mount Shasta because there are spiritual people there, and I want to be able to offer spiritual healing. You know, then I'll be coming back to Oakland. So I'm trying to establish Kailasa in Oakland, so it's helpful to be in Oakland for that. So what happens after that, I don't know. So maybe I'll see you somewhere. If you see me in public, say hello, introduce yourselves. I want to meet you all. Like, don't be shy. If you say you found me on YouTube, I'll be a nice person, I promise. So please come introduce yourself if you see me. Let me give you healing, and yeah, I will see you all around.